Guys. Okay, I gotta make videos for the YouTube frogs, okay? The YouTube frogs gotta get some content too. I can't leave everything for the stream. I gotta give stuff to the frogs. I know you guys don't like the frogs very much, but if the frogs don't like that they're getting gatekept, maybe they can join us on Twitch. You got what I'm saying? That's how I get people in. We eat the frogs? Okay. Guys, chill out. It's not that serious. This song is good for the YouTube frogs. They can't hear anything. All the YouTube frogs, they can't hear what song is playing right now. Put that in the video? I'll put that in the video, sure. Why not? Okay. We gotta record the video for the YouTube frogs. Hello, YouTube frogs. You can't see the chat right now, but I tried to put chat in and it didn't work. Anyways, it's been like 6 months since I did my last account review of my main account, not my free-to-play account. Okay, I haven't reviewed my free-to-play account. I don't know if anybody wants to see my free-to-play account, but maybe I'll keep that for a separate video. But anyways, it's been 1 year. It's been almost exactly 1 year since I started playing Genshin Impact. I thought it'd be fun to look back on my account and see what I've built in the past, 1 year. Maybe it could be a good reference for those who are looking to power up their account as well, see what to look out for, yada yada yada. I should say that I do spend a lot of money on this game, so I am a bit of a whale. But I do not resin refresh, not anymore at least. I used to a little bit, but I never did really like massive refreshes, maybe just 1 or 2. So my artifacts should be relatively relatable to around year 1 players if you play every day, etc, etc. My weapons are not, and my character constellations are not, but generally it should be pretty relatable. So before I get into the characters, let me just show my inventory just to get it out of the way. I do have quite a lot of 5-star weapons, as you can see. Quite a lot of 4-star weapons as well, because I pull a lot. And then artifacts, I don't actually have that many artifacts, but I'll show whatever one's being used. And then, yeah, that's about it. Like, the shitty stuff is like 56 solvents. I have these. I'm waiting for the dendro tree to reset. And then food, I have a lot of food because I don't use food, because food is for peasants, Only losers use food. Alright, that's the minor stuff out of the way. I don't waste time, okay? In the last year, I have built a total of 15 characters. As you can see, this top row is level 90, level 90, level 90, and everyone below that is pretty much not built. Some have artifacts, but they're not really built. I do have some that I'm looking to build, like Ito. Ito is leveled, but he doesn't have artifacts right now. Ningguang actually has artifacts, but she's not leveled. Kaya has artifacts, but he's not leveled. Stuff like that. Alright, chat, who do you want to look at first? I'll let you guys pick. We have this whole row. I want to save my best character. So I want to save Raiden. I want to save Zhongli for last. Chi-Chi. I'm talking about build characters, chat. Xiangling. Okay, we'll look at Xiangling. Okay, we'll look at Xiangling first, alright? Xiangling, as I always state, best pyro DPS in the game. Yes, better than Hu Tao, not in terms of damage, but in terms of utility. She has accessible constellations, no ICD, off-field pyro, huge damage, broken character, right? Not surprisingly, my weapon is the catch. It used to be an R5 deathmatch, which is not relatable, but I recently swapped her to the catch because my catch is now freed up. Artifact set is 4 emblem. I don't think anybody's surprised. Constellation 6. And talents, she is crowned because Xiangling deserves it. She is OP. And yeah, and my stats, 1500 attack with 74% crit rate and 130% crit damage. 74% because she gains 12% crit rate from the catch. So my Xiangling is pretty good. She does about 10k per Pyronado swing. If I were to improve this build, it would probably be the crit damage. My crit damage is not very good. As you can see, it comes up to 195 crit value. So I would like to bring this up to 200. But that is my Xiangling. Pretty decent, not anything crazy. Alright, next up. Who do you want to look at? I mean, Boyd said Jean. I don't mind looking at Jean. Jean is a character I only built like not that long ago. But I really like this character. She's so good. She's very versatile. She's animo. Now, there's a lot of ways to build Jean as well. You can build her as a DPS. You can build her as an alt bot. You can build her as a hybrid build. I opted for a more hybrid build. So weapon is going to be the Jade Cutter. Not relatable, I know, but I have it, so I might as well use it. Artifacts, I went with 2 attack because As you'll see why my attack on Jean is not very high if I went with a different set, like 4VV. I didn't want to go 4VV because I didn't see a situation when I needed Jean to have a 4VV. Constellation 2, I would like 4. 4 would be very nice, but, you know, some other time. Talents 3, 8, 9. I would like to bring this up, and I would like to level this to 9 as well, but it's what it is. So, stats. I will just preface this by saying my Jean stats are pretty good. 83 to 16. My Jean is actually pretty well built. Her artifacts come up to 234 crit value. If I'm not wrong, she is my highest crit value character. So 84% crit rate, 216% crit damage, with 160% energy recharge, and the reason is because I run an energy recharge Sans. So I want her to ult more often, so I run an energy recharge Sans. I do have a full DPS build for her, but I don't use it. So this is the Jean build I have. She's not in the party right now, but if she was in the party, she would have 1900 attack. 1900 attack with these stats. 1E does about 20k, her ult does like 35k. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. My Jean is pretty good. Who do we look at next? As the frogs in the chat, I'll let you guys pick. Shenhe? Alright, we'll look at Shenhe. Shenhe. Shenhe has a special place in my heart. She is my first 5-star character, and she was my first and few 50-50 wins. So I really like Shenhe, and I love her character, I love her quest. Shenhe, I like Shenhe. Currently, she has 3,300 attack. If she's in the party, she has 3,500 attack. The weapon is going to be the Lithic Spear. Artifacts 2 attack, 2 attack. Shouldn't be surprising. I went for full attack. Constellation 0. And talents 4, 8, 7. I would like to bring this up to 9 and 8 respectively, but I just don't have the time to invest. Alright, stats. Crit, obviously I didn't build her on crit, but you can see my energy recharge is very good. I have a lot of energy recharge substats, so she's able to build a lot of energy recharge. Overall, the artifact quality is pretty decent. This has 10% recharge. This has 16% attack. This has 15% energy recharge. This has 15% energy recharge. And this has 22% energy recharge. Very good stats overall. If I swapped her to the Engulfing Lightning, which I can, she also has 3,500 attack. She doesn't show because she's not in the party, but now she has 200% energy recharge. Pretty decent for like a low investment Shenhe. I am gonna pull for Staff of Homer for Zhongli. So after I pull Staff of Homer, this will go on Shenhe, and she will have 3,700 attack. Pretty good for non-calamity queller. I think it's okay. Who do we say was next? Bennett? Okay, Bennett. The best 4-star character in the game. Who doesn't like Bennett? Nobody doesn't like Bennett, alright? Everybody likes Bennett. Alright? Bennett, OP character. No, OP healing, OP attack buff. Everything about this character is OP. Right? So my build for him is also pretty good. You might see 1000 defense and be like, yikes. Why does he have 1000 defense? But trust me, the build is pretty good. Weapon is the Mist Splitter Reforged. I know that's not relatable. I'm sorry for my non-relatable gamers. Are you doing all characters? All the characters I've built. So 15 of them. Mist Splitter, I did pull the Mist Splitter for him. So as you can see, one of it is on him. Artifact is 4 Noblesse Oblige. No, not surprising. Constellation is 6. And let me just put this out there. I've said this many times. Stop complaining about Bennett's Constellation 6. Please. If you see someone with Bennett Constellation 6, shut the fuck up. Stop saying that Constellation 6 is bad, or it ruins their account, or, you know, their characters all can't be played with Bennett anymore. Because it's straight up factually not true. Alright? The only character that's significant enough to get affected by C6 Bennett is Keqing. And guess what? Keqing doesn't even need to rely on Bennett anymore. C6 Bennett is great. And people who C6 your Bennetts, you guys are Giga Chads. Let me just put it out there, alright? You guys are Giga Chads. Talents. He is crowned because he deserves it. He deserves all the crowns in the world because of how OP he is. And stats. pretty good. 66% crit rate, 150% crit damage with 218% energy recharge. I don't know how people play Bennett with less than 200% energy recharge. It's impossible. I need 200% energy recharge. So I do run an ER Sans. So yeah, that's my Bennett. He heals for around 4,200 per tick, and his ult hits for 30k. So Bennett's actually very good as a nuker, like just as a small 30k nuke every time you ult. It's very good. Once you get into the end game, you should build damage on Bennett. It's very important. Damage is actually very important. Individual pieces. 40 crit value piece. You know. This is kind of a copium piece, but it's the best I have. 30 crit value energy recharge sands. 30 crit value pyro goblet. And this piece might look really bad, but has 30% energy recharge, which I cannot give up. And it also has HP, so this is actually a very good circlet for me. But that's my Bennett. Very simple, 30k per ult, highest attack buff, crowned. It's about as good as a Bennett can get. Miku next? Okay, we'll look at Miku. Faruzan. My new favorite female Genshin character. I love her. She is so cute. She is adorable. She is the best grandma in this game. So, she deserves a good build too. Now, my Faruzan build is not actually amazing. It's kinda whatever. But, it's overall decent. Weapon is the Fading Twilight. So I do build damage on my Faruzan. So that's why I use this. And it also has higher base attack, so I need it. I would like to get Elegy for the end, but I don't have that right now, so I don't have it. Set is the 2-piece emblem, 2-piece attack, mainly because I don't have a lot of spares, so this is why I had. Constellation is 6. For all of you who know, I spent $500 getting this Constellation 6. $500. I was so unlucky, I pulled 10 5-stars before getting C6 Faruzan. That's how unlucky I was. I pulled more 5-stars than I pulled Faruzans. Isn't that incredible? Talents. She is crowned. I don't think anybody's surprised. I crowned her the moment I could. She is deserving of the crown. She is very good. One of my favorite characters to play. And stats. 71% crit rate. 130% crit damage. I think you guys are seeing a trend. I like maintaining 70% crit rate for a lot of my characters. I know Bennett didn't have it, but Bennett doesn't really need that much crit rate. 235% energy recharge. I have 0 EI issues because I have her at C6. Yeah. If you want to look at the pieces, pretty okay piece. It's not amazing, but it's okay. Very good piece. Very well-rounded piece. Only 1 roll of defense. Energy recharge sense, 30 crit value. It's okay. Goblet. I use an attack goblet. I do have animal goblet, but it's on Jean. My Jean has the cracked animal goblet. So my Faruzan unfortunately has to take an attack goblet. But I did test the damage difference. It's not very big. So I just used the attack goblet. And then circlet, 18% energy recharge. That's why I use this. Pretty good, right? I think overall my Faruzan build is decent. She does her job. And she doesn't need to build damage, but I did build some damage on her. Because I love this character and I want her to do damage. $500 could have gone to Valorant skins. I ain't e-dating on the internet, bro. Hell no. Who is next? Xingqiu? Should I do Xingqiu? Xingqiu is a character I've neglected a lot in the past few months. I did build him, but I don't use him very often these days, so he's gone neglected. As you can see, he has a lot of defense. It's not that his pieces are very bad. His pieces are actually okay. It's just that he takes all of the leftovers. So yeah. Stats. 68% crit rate. 130% crit damage with 200% energy recharge. See, it's not bad, right? It's actually not bad. Weapon is the Sacrificial Sword. 4 emblem. His pieces themselves are okay, but it's just that they have a lot of defense rolls. That's why he has so much defense. So, for example, this. Defense. This has defense. This has no defense, but this is 30 crit value. This has 20% defense, but it's also almost a 30 crit value goblet. So, you see what I'm saying. Also defense, but it's very good circlet. 28% crit damage. I think it's one of my better circlets. So, his stats give him 203 crit value. Just to put it out there in case you all don't know, crit value is calculated by taking the crit rate, multiplied by 2, adding to the crit damage. That's how you calculate crit value. Overall, my Xingqiu does his job. He has been neglected a bit, and his talents kind of reflect that, but he doesn't need to be that good. I don't use him that much. I will leave my 4 Triple Crown characters for last. So Raiden, Zhongli, Kazuha, and Keqing. We'll leave them for the last. Who's next? Sara? We'll look at Sara. I'm very proud of my Sara build. I think it's pretty good. Overall, as a Sara player, I don't actually like Sara, but I love Raiden. So I built Sara for Raiden. But Sara is a very, very good character at C6. Before C6, don't build her. She sucks. Trash character. But C6 makes her very good. Weapon has the Skyward Harp, best in slot. Artifacts, 4 emblem. I don't think anybody's surprised. Constellation is 6. And I did give her 1 crown because she deserves it. Her attack buff is very good. Stats. It's very good. It's very good. 70, 185 with 200% energy recharge. I have nearly no energy issues, and she does a shitload of damage. Right? So if you want to look at the pieces, this is a bit meh. This piece is okay. Could be better. Feather is quite good. This is my off piece, surprisingly. I don't usually off piece flowers and feathers, but this is my off piece. Very good feather, pretty well balanced. Sands is energy recharge. Actually, probably my worst piece on her. It's because it's not very good. Goblet is very good. 15% crit rate, 6% crit damage. About as good as I can get for a 3-line. And my circlet has 17% energy recharge. So those are my Sara stats. Overall, I'm pretty proud of them. I think my Sara is one of my better built characters among my 4 stars. And it comes up to around 86, 202 crit value? I think it's 202 crit value. Not bad, right? My Sara hits hard and she is as strong as you can get for her attack buff. I will say, some of the characters on here are not great. Not super well built. Lumine is a cutie. Now, let me just say that. Lumine is a cutie. And I really like this character. Right? Look at her. She's so cute. How can anyone not like Lumine? My Lumine is not that well built though. Weapon. Give me a sec. Wrong weapon. Normally, I have her on the Freedom Sworn. Alright? If I don't have her on the Freedom Sworn, normally I have her on the Favonius, which is not even fully leveled. Right? So let me just put the Favonius on her. Stats. 57, 144. Just enough to proc Favonius. Not great stats, I know. But I need her to have energy. So energy recharge is 226. If I leveled this even further, she would have 237 energy recharge, I think. Artifacts, however, are not great. 2 Wanderers, 2 Deepwood. I don't farm Deepwood at all. Because I don't play Bloom. So I don't farm this. Stats on the artifacts. Decent flower. Decent feather. Pretty good sands. Copium goblet. And very good circlet. In fact, my circlet's probably the best piece on her. This is actually a very good circlet. I don't know why I have this on Lumine. I don't even play her. That's Lumine. I don't play her anymore because now I have Nahida. But she's good. Oh yeah, talents are 5, 11, 12, and Constellation is 6. We don't have that much to go. Chat. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Ganyu? Okay. Ganyu. Ganyu. I've had Ganyu for so long. She's one of my oldest 5-star characters. I pulled her in 2.4. Yeah, I pulled her in 2.4. I started playing in 2.4 as well. Yeah, Ganyu had her for a very long time. Weapon is the Amos bow. 4 Wanderers. Constellation 0. And she has 1 crown. I didn't level her other talents very highly, but I did crown her. She deserved 1 crown. She is after Shenhe? Yeah, she was in 2.4. My Ganyu is a versatile Ganyu build. I play her whether I play Freeze or whether I play Melt. I always use this set. So this is my Ganyu build. 60% crit rate, 200% crit damage, and a little bit of energy recharge and 136 EM. My build is not actually very good. I don't have Wanderer's pieces. One thing I do have to say though is that I refuse to drop below 60% crit rate. If you guys don't know, Ganyu takes really long to charge her shots. She needs to do a lot of damage when she does shoot, so she needs crit rate. So this is basically 80% because of her talent, this one, which gives her 20% crit rate. Alright, pieces. Pretty good flower. 2 rolls of HP unfortunately, but still pretty good. Feather is also pretty good. Very well balanced. Sands is kind of weak. This is probably my worst piece on her. No, my goblet's pretty bad too. This is my goblet. It's quite bad, but it has a lot of EM. 1 roll of EM. And 1 roll of crit damage. And my circlet is very lucky. This was a 4-line start. And it dodged everything. And hit crit 5 times in a row. It hit crit every single time. So this was one of my luckiest pieces. That is my Ganyu. Overall quite good. She does like 28, 29k per charge shot on her bloom. So if you add it up, it's like almost 40k? No, more than 40k actually. But yeah. I think we should look at Nahida. Now my Nahida is a bit copium. Nahida, I didn't invest much in her. And I don't play her that often. I only play her with Keqing. So you can imagine I don't play Keqing that often either. Weapon is the Wit Sith. I am thinking about using the sack frag, but I don't want to level another weapon right now. Artifacts, like I said, I don't farm Deepwood, so I don't have Deepwood. So I went with a varied set. Constellation 0, Talents 486. Right? Stats look like this. 435 EM, 59 crit rate, 194 crit damage. If you count her passive, I believe she has 65 or 66% crit rate. So, yeah. Overall, my Nahida is kind of mid. It's not great. Flower, pretty good. Feather, decent. Elemental Mastery Sands is very good. Goblet is okay. Has a lot of recharge. And Circlet sucks. But overall, I have recharge so I can burst spam her as well. This is my Nahida. Next. Mona. Oh boy. Mona is probably the character I've changed the build of the most often. Out of like all my characters, I change her build the most often. But I think I'm very happy with my current Mona stats. So this is probably gonna be my permanent Mona build. Weapon is the Codex. I know people like Thrilling Tales. I don't. I personally don't like Thrilling Tales because I don't like the downtime. So Codex is what I went with, and it also works better with my build. 4 Emblem. Constellation 2, which is useless. Pretty trash Constellation. Talents 248. I do want to give this another level, but I'll see how that goes. Stats. Pretty good. 7143 with 200% energy recharge. This is a bit low. I would like this to be higher, but the reason is that low is because I use an attack sands. I don't use an energy recharge sands. So, in total, this is a very good flower. This is a pretty decent feather. Very good sands. Very good goblet. And decent circlet. So she has pretty good pieces. Comes up to 220 crit value. 200. Oh yeah, it is. It's more than 220. More than 220 crit value. 223. So overall, my Mona is pretty well balanced. I really like Mona. I play Mona a lot. So I think Mona deserves good pieces. So she used to be on a lot of sets, but I finally settled on a good emblem set for her. I think that's all, right? That's all for my non-Triple Crown characters. We are down to the last 4. Let me get this out of the way first. Keqing. I do not do Keqing justice. I think Keqing deserves the better pieces than what I gave her. My Keqing build is admittedly not very good. It's not very good. I think out of all my build characters, she probably has the worst quality pieces. And that's not my choice. I did try to farm, but I didn't get good pieces. Weapon is the Jade Kata. 4 Thundering Fury for Aggravate. Constellation 1. Triple Crown. Stats 75 to 16. My crit damage is very low. This should be, honestly, if I had a good build, this should be 240. But unfortunately, my Keqing is just not that well built. Energy recharge is 124. 0 energy issues. She gets her E up so often with Nahida, it's crazy. So my pieces come up to 181% crit value. 181 crit value. So it's very low. For my standards, it's very low. Mid flower. Decent feather. It's okay. Very copium sands. Very copium goblet. Okay circlet. So I know I shit on Keqing a lot, but I think she deserves better pieces because my Keqing build is not good. She deserves better, and I unfortunately don't give her what she deserves. So my Keqing build is not very good. Let me just put it out there like that. I do want to improve her build, but it's what it is. I'll look at Zhongli last. Raiden. One of my favorite characters. I love this character. I love playing this character. She looks cool. Everything about this character is cool. You know, I love Raiden. So she is my strongest character. In terms of pure damage, she is by far my strongest character. Right? So she has pretty well built pieces. Weapon is going to be the Engulfing Lightning. This weapon cost me $130 because I lost both my 50/50s and didn't get an early. Feels bad, man. 4 emblem. Constellation is 2. I will get 3 in the future, but probably not this run. Triple Crown. And stats come up to 72, 141. My crit damage might look a little low, because it is. But my energy recharge is very good. 286. 0 energy issues, as should be expected. And I will just say this. All of her pieces are quite good, except one. Okay? This is okay. It's a bit sad that I rolled twice into defense, but it's overall pretty good flower. Very good feather. 38 crit value. Incredible sands. 48 crit value sands. So this is my off piece. You can see why it's my off piece, because this piece is cracked. Very well-rounded goblet. I would like this to be electro, but attack is fine. 35 crit value with 1 row of energy recharge. And this piece. I have farmed Emblem of Severed Fate every single day for the past 7 months. Nearly 8 months. And this is the best emblem circlet I have. It's the best one. Do you know how upset I am? If this had 20% crit damage, I would have like 160 crit damage here. The fact that this is my best emblem circlet should be a war crime. I hate that this is my best emblem circlet. Because all her pieces are good, except this. But overall, pretty decent stats. Comes up to 225 crit value. So, still one of my better built characters. With 79 energy recharge, so it's pretty good. That's my Raiden. I think overall my Raiden's very good, very strong. It'll be stronger than most Raidens because of her constellation, but she's also pretty well built. Kazuha, my boy. Kazuha, in case you guys don't know, I have done a full video on my Kazuha showcase, my Kazuha build, because he is C6. He is my only C6 5-star at the moment. So, I won't go over it again, but if you want to see the video, I'll link it below. But he's currently on his EM build. I don't have him on his C6 build right now. So, I'll just briefly show his EM build. This is what it looks like. 4VV, everything's EM. This is EM recharge, EM recharge, EM recharge, EM recharge, EM. 154% recharge with 1000 EM. And he's triple crown. If you want to see his DPS build, watch the other video. It'll be in the description. Okay. My final character. My actual favorite character in this game. Zhongli. Similar to Raiden, he has one bad piece. But overall, my Zhongli build is pretty good. I think it's my second best build. If I remember correctly, it's my second best build. He does have pretty low HP, but that's because I'm waiting for Staff of Homer. If I had Staff of Homer, this would come up to 31,000 HP. So that's what I'm waiting for. So weapon right now is the Vortex Vanquisher. His signature. Yeah, that's just what I use. Artifacts, 2 Archaic, 2 Shimenawas. I am focused on DPS, so my Zhongli build is focused on damage. Constellation 2, he will be my next Constellation 6 character. Just saying. I will Constellation 6 him. Talents, triple crown. Stats. I think after Jean, he is my next best in terms of crit. He has 231 crit value. 231 crit value from artifacts. Very good build overall. If he had Staff of Homer, this would be 74, 209. Pretty good. So if you want to see the artifacts, Flower is a 46 crit value piece. Feather has no dead stats. It's a perfect feather. Has one roll into attack, 1 roll into HP, 1 roll into crit rate, 2 rolls into crit damage. This piece is very good. Sans. Man, it took me so long to get this. But this is my HP Sans with 47 crit value. This is my worst piece, my Geo Goblet. It's pretty bad. 10% crit rate, some energy recharge, but then these two stats are kind of mid. Circlet. 11 recharge, attack percent, 1 roll of EM unfortunately, but 2 rolls of crit damage. Low rolled, but still good. So yeah, that's my Zhongli. I would say he's my best character that I use the most often in terms of build. Because my Jean probably has the best build, but my Jean doesn't have her optimal build. My Zhongli is close to as optimal as I can get. Other than this. This is kind of copium. But that's all my 15 built characters. Yeah, in 1 year I built 15 characters. I think that's not bad. Now, I do have some characters that I want to build. Ito is up next. As you guys know, I pulled for C6 Faruzan. And in the process, I got C4 Ito. Very sad. But I do like Ito, so I'll build him next. My Kaya is actually... my Kaya is actually built. If I leveled him... Because I have a weapon for him. Haran. 4 emblem. And if I leveled him, he would actually have good stats. Like he would... I just need to level him. But he has actually good stats. Those are all my characters. Overall, I think my account has come a long way. I haven't watched the 6-month-old account review that I made 6 months ago. But I think in 1 year, building this many characters, I'm very proud. Looking at all my characters and seeing, you know, how decently strong they are. I am a bit of a whale, so like I said, I'm not that relatable. But my artifacts are pretty relatable. So hopefully, this maybe help some people looking to build their characters. But yeah, that's my whole account. Oh yeah, and I'm AR58. Close to halfway to 59. In 1 year, that's about as much as you can get, honestly. And achievements, 713. I have no life this game successfully. That's about it. That's my whole account. AR60 when? Give me like 2 years, I'll be there. I hope this has been insightful. Say goodbye to Raiden. Say goodbye to Bennett. Say goodbye to Kazuha. Say goodbye to Faruzan. Say goodbye to Zhongli. Goodbye. I hope this video has been insightful. If you enjoyed, why not join the Twitch frogs, you know? It might be fun. Just join the Twitch frogs. They're trying to gatekeep the YouTube videos, but I'm here with the frogs, and the frogs will welcome you with open arms. So just follow on Twitch. Alright. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.